Hey guys, welcome back to another video tutorial. In this video I'm gonna teach you how you can create a digital analog using HTML, CSS and also JavaScript. So here is a project that we're gonna create it. So inside the project have numbers and hours, minutes and also have seconds. So I'll explain you all about that from scratch. So I go to my code editor. Inside they have a index.html, style.css and script.net. I do not use any image inside the project. I have used only HTML, CSS and also JavaScript. So without further ado, let's get started to write the code. So I'm gonna write that will be main tag, and inside the main tag I'm gonna use the class container. Inside the container I will use this section. Inside the section I will assign the class clock. Inside the clock I will create a span tag, I'm gonna use b tag, and inside the b tag I'm gonna add the number and use alt and down arrow, not down, just a minute, alt shift down arrow to make it duplicate. So I'm gonna create a mini duplication of that. Then I need to change the numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and this will be 12. Save it and open it in the Chrome browser. So here is the numbers. So we're gonna use that to display the timer. So you need to go on style.css. I already mentioned the link like style.css, and I have a script.js. So inside the style.css you need to design that. So have a Google Fonts pop-ins. So the first thing you need to do, you need to reset the property and border box. Then I want to display my content in the center of the page, so I'm going to select the body tag. In the body tag I will use display flags, align item center, justify content center, and I need to use main height 100 vertical height, right? Also I'm going to use font family will be the default will be pop-ins. If the pop-ins doesn't exist, then we need to add the sans serif, right? So save and look at that, right? The next thing you need to do, you need to add the background color will be dark gray like this one, and also I need to assign the color will be white. Save and there we go, perfect. Then you need to select the container. Inside the container you need to use position right here, because inside the container have a clock means section, so we need to use the position absolute to design the clock, right? So let's undo that. So I'm going to use clock, and we need to assign the height and width of the clock. So I'm going to use 370 pixel. height will be 370 pixels, and height and width. I need to use border radius will be 50%. And then I'm going to use the background will be hash 1c2@33. First we're going to set that 1c, so and let's look at that, right? And then I want to add that will be border, so 1 pixel, 2 pixel solid RGBI 255 0.25. This is the opacity of the color, and we need to add the first. I'm going to show you, so let's look at that, right? And then I'm going to use box shadow to display the box shadow 0 and 15 pixel RGBA 0.9. This is opacity, so let's look at that, perfect. The next thing you need to do, you need to design the numbers to display that inside the circle. So you need to select the clock span tag. In the span tag you need to use position will be absolute, because you have used the position relative inside the container, then you need to use position absolute to change the position inside the span tag. Then you can design the numbers, right? The next thing you need to do, you need to use transform or rotate. Then I'm going to call the calculate function, and inside the calculate function you need to use the calculation. The calculation is very simple. This is a rounded of the 360 degree, right? But I want to assign the different position of the each number, right? So this is 1 2 3 4 5 6, something like that. So what I need to do on there, I will use the variable inside there, style. First I'm going to use multiple selector, then I'm going to use style and create a variable, assign the number, but you need to change the numbers of the each span tag, and this will be 10, and this will be 11, this will be 12, right? Once you add the variable and assign the value, then you need to go on the style.css. In the style.css, you need to use the calculate function and assign that will be 360 degree, 30 degree, and times by var. Inside there you need to pass the variable, right? So this is the calculation of the number, this number. The next thing you need to do, you need to use incent and assign the pixel. So first I'm going to comment that. Let's look at that. Just a minute. Okay, here's a mistake. I need to use 30 degrees. So, and there we go, right? But I want to display those content in the center of the circle, so I need to use the text align center. So there we go. But the issue is very important inside there. So those are numbers not perfect. So this is a 6, but I am able to see this is a 9 right now. So you need to fix this one issue. So I'm going to use the same thing, but this time I'm going to select the B tag. So use the same thing, B tag. In the B tag you need to use the transform translate like this one, but you need to use negative, right? So you can't see any changes right now, but you need to add the display inline block. This is the default block, as you can see, right? Cool. Also I'm going to change the font size, will be 1.3 and cool, right? Let's display the pointer in the center of the clock. So you need to select the clock, colon before. This is a pseudo selector. You need to use content will be null, position will be absolute, and width will be add pixel, height will be add pixel, border radius will be 50%, background will be white. So right now, as you can see, but I want to display that in the center of the page, so I need to select my clock container like this one. So inside there I'm going to use display flags, align item will be center, justify content will be center, so it should be displayed in the center of the page right now. Cool. Let's display the hands like seconds, minutes, and also hour hands. So I need to go on index.html. Inside there I need to select my section tag. Inside the section tag I'm going to create a div, assign the class hands, right? So inside there I'm going to add the I tag also. So we're going to create a more than 3 hands, right? And then you need to go on the style.css. First I'm going to save that style.css, and then you need to select the hands to display the clock, right? but before hands I tag, first I'm gonna use that. Position will be absolute, and I'm gonna use background will be first I'm gonna use white, then I will change it, and width will be 5 pixel and height will be 70 pixel, then I will change it. Border radius will be 70 pixel. So, and as you can see, but I want to display this content in the center and display that in the top of the 12. So I need to select the hands and use display flex, align items center, justify corner will be center, align items flex end. So I used align items, yeah, perfect. But I want to display that in the top of the circle, so I need to use that index too. So look at that, right? The next thing, you need to change the color of the age timer. So you need to select the div and assign the style. First I'm going to select multiple times and assign the style, create a variable and assign the different colors. So first I'm gonna assign the color on the 3163, the second one hash 001 not 1 I 6ff, and last one is white. So we're gonna target this one variable inside style.css like there. So use var --cl. So you can't see right now the changes inside there because we need to work on the JavaScript to display the timer, seconds, hour, and also clock. But you need to use this way to design the different colors on each timer right now. So last thing I need to add, that will be height. I want to assign the same way to assign the height. So I'm going to create a h variable, assign the different heights. This will be same h variable, so I'm going to target that in the CSS. And final one is like this one, and inside there I'm going to use --hash and colon 100. So right, cool. So I need to go on there and we need to use same thing on the --h. So I think it should be displayed not right now, but yeah, it's displayed using as JS. So by using JS, you need to assign the IDs of the each div to get the data from there. So I need to use the ID, and there will be hours, and this will be ID will be minutes, and we need to use the ID will be second. So you need to get the data from hours, minutes, and also seconds. So you need to use const and create a variable, write any name. So I'm going to use hr document get element by ID and pass the ID like this one, hours. So I'm going to pass hour, and this will be minutes. So you need to pass the second one ID like min, third one ID will be second, so you need to get that, paste on there, just change the variable, right? So once you get the data and assign the data inside the JS variable, then you need to create a function. So let's create a function. display time. You can write any name as you want. So inside the function you need to get the hours, minutes and seconds. So you need to create a variable let date and call the new date function. Inside the date function have a many functions, so you can use that to get the date, time and so on and so forth. So I'm gonna get the hours, minutes and seconds. So the first thing is I'm going to create a HH means hour. So I'm going to select the date variable to get the hours. Then next thing you need to get the minutes. So you need to use get minutes. And finally you need to get the seconds. So you need to use get seconds. Once you get the hours, minutes and seconds, then you need to make a calculation to rotate the timer, right? So how you can rotate that and how you can calculate that, so I'm going to show you in a minute. So in 12 hours have a 360 degree. This is a complete 360 degree, right? So I want to get the 1 hour, so I need to use 360 divide by 12, so you need to get the result will be 30. So you need to use 30 to get the 1 hours. And hours, you need to use 30 hours plus m means minutes, divide by 2. You will get the hours clock. And you can use same thing to get the minutes. So this is the calculation and this is the third calculation. So I'm going to use same thing to do that. So you need to use let. This is hour rotation. So I need to use 30 times by HH. This is HH means hours and plus by m divided by 2. You will get the hours, right? And you need to get the minutes. You need to rotate the minutes, so you need to use 6 times by mm. You'll get that. Second rotate 6 times by ss. So I have a same thing that I've used on there, as you can see. If you want to calculate that, you will get the same result, right? Once you get the data and assign the data inside the each rotation, then you need to target the ID, like those variable, and style it. So let's do this. So I'm going to select HR. This is my variable dot style dot transform and assign the literal template. So you need to use rotate parenthesis dollar curly brackets, and inside there you need to pass the rotation variable like this one. Also you need to use deg. So you can't see any change right now, right? Because you need to call this one function. So I need to use set interval set interval. Inside the function you need to pass 2 parameters. The first one, you need to pass the particular function name and how many times it will run. So I need to assign the 1000 means 1 second. Every 1 second this function will run. Save and let's look at that. Okay, I think something is wrong on there, so just a minute, I'm gonna check that. Display time 1000. I think I need to check my style. Hands, yeah, it's hands and background will be. Just a minute, I'm gonna check that. So I think I need to check this one. Yeah, the first issue is have. So this is a hover, so I need to change it as a hover. The next one, hover. Okay, by the way, I'm gonna use this way and there, and this will be rotation, rotate, right? So yeah, here is another mistake. So I need to get that and paste on there. So I think it should be display. Yeah, this is a hover. So this is second, this is hover. The next thing you need to do, you need to add the second thing, minutes. Select the minutes and minutes rotation. So there we go. Last thing you need to add, that will be seconds. So you need to select the seconds and S rotation. So, and there we go. Right now, as you can see guys, this is our analog clock. So I used HTML, CSS and also JavaScript to get that. I hope you understood as well all about that. So thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.